Listen here. So,
Ari, you better have a good explanation because we are bordering Kevin Pillar territory right now.
yeah, okay, listen.
Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it'll cave in and swallow me whole.
What's up, and welcome back to the Pesky podcast. My name is Ari. This is Robert, and we're here to talk about the Sox and baseball. How's it going?
It's not going too bad. It's still every day is just like the last, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, man.
But having to spend 4 hours editing these videos, it takes up quite a bit of your time. So today we got almost the end to the series. This is part 7 now? 7?
Yeah, I think it'll be either 7 or 8.
Yeah, all 5, and then the outfields. Yeah, this is part 7. And we're almost done. Like we said in the last one, if you guys have any other ideas, send content.
Send help.
Send content. All right, we need it. So
Send content and help.
let's just get right into it afterwards.
Right,
we'll have Ari's takes. I don't know what he's got in store for today. But
I don't really have anything. I'm sorry, I'm bored today.
That's your thing.
I know, I'm sorry. It just today wasn't like I woke up and I was like, there's not going to be Ari's takes. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
So I'm sorry to all of you people who rely on my takes for things.
All 0 people that
Let's
stayed
get
to
it.
the end of the episode. All
Number
right.
15, here we go.
Wait. If you guys wouldn't mind and you're free, just watch the entirety of this video. We'll make it worth your time. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Now let's get into it.
All right. Number 15. This guy is pretty young. So I'll be interested to see if you have him on your list. I doubt you will. San Diego Padres ace, Chris Paddock.
He was number 20 for me. I took 26
right.
guys and I had them listed out, and I'm only saying my top 15. But he was 20 for me, so I'm not mad at 15 for him.
Yeah, no, he in his career, which is only last year, right?
Yes.
9-7 win-loss, 3.33 ERA, 0.98 WHIP, and 2.7 WAR. So, I mean, for his first year, those stats definitely in the win-loss and the WHIP, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Especially for that Padres team. How'd the Padres do last year? I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
I'll put it up on screen when editing. But, I mean, a 563 win percentage, not terrible at all, especially for a rookie. Plus a 9.8 strikeout per 9 inning. That's about a strikeout an inning, which ain't terrible at all.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Gotcha.
my 15, we're going to somebody who can really complement Mike Trout from the pitching side, and it's the one Philly that I have on here, correct? Yep. We're going with Aaron Nola. Now, if I can find him, there he is. A 4.2 WAR, a 632 win percentage, a 3.87 ERA, which is a little high, and a 1.265 WHIP, which is a little high. But because he had 10 strikeouts per 9 innings, I had to give respect to it. Because if you're getting a third of your team's outs, over a third of your team's outs, just through you and the catcher, that makes the defense a lot more relaxed, allows them to make less errors, and it's just less room for error. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So I definitely took strikes per 9 innings really into effect.
Mm-hmm.
So guys like Chris Sale and I believe Garrett Cole, who we hate, got a little bit of love shown their way.
Yeah, that guy, I mean, I thought of putting him on my list, but I didn't. For some reason, something didn't really strike me. Number 14, the White Sox, Lucas Giolito.
Let's go! We did something good.
Yeah, 14-9 win-loss, 3.41 ERA, 1.6 WHIP, 5.7 WAR.
1.06 WHIP.
1.06?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at something else. Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, this guy, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what what that pitching staff's going to look like with Giolito and Keuchel.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of heading that.
Yeah.
But definitely not a bad pitcher at all.
Mm-hmm. No, I was really happy with what he put up, especially with a 5.7 WAR. That's something throughout this entire series I've looked at really highly was team impact. It wasn't mostly about your individual numbers. It's about how you help the team.
Yeah.
And if you were given
especially
those
for pitchers, that makes a difference.
Yes, and if you were given those big numbers and weren't doing anything to impact the team, then you weren't really helping the team win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I love the WAR stat. And with him at a 5.7, gotta love it. All
Definitely,
right.
definitely.
With that being a miracle that we got the same person
I
in the same
know.
spot,
Wow.
that's only happened like twice without it being like our number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
But number 13.
Walker Bueller. He's a little low for me.
Ari,
brought him down.
Ari, we did it again.
Let's go!
I have Walker Bueller 13.
Hey, everybody, listen. So, by the end of this, right, for relief pitchers, we're going to have everybody. It's going to be like the same.
We're getting better.
And we're like, well, this is a list. All right, we're done now. See ya.
Well, I can say I know we're not going to have the next one the same.
Yeah. So, Walker Bueller.
I know that for a fact, but.
Why don't you say stats?
All right, so let me find him first. Where is he? Walker Bueller, a 2.0 WAR, a 778 win percentage, which is nuts. I know the Dodgers are a good team, but still, if you can go out there and win over 3/4 of your team's games that they put you in, it's pretty good. A 3.26 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, which for you guys that don't know what WHIP means, it means walks and hits per innings pitched. So it's basically just how many walks and hits you give up per inning you pitch. So that means he's giving up about just over 1 hit or walk per inning, which is really, really good. Mm-hmm. And then a 10.6 strikeouts per 9 innings. It's very good.
Yeah.
Very, definitely. Very good. I hate how many Dodgers I had on my list.
Are you telling me you have more than 2?
No, I have 2, but I hate it.
Okay, I was going to say.
I hate it. You Darvish was 21. I'll say that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So, with that, my number 12, which now looking back at my list just now, he's a little bit low for me. I probably would swap him definitely a little bit higher. Charlie Morton.
Charlie Morton? A little low, nothing crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah. 16 and 6 win-loss, 3.05 ERA, 1.08 WHIP, 4.9 WAR. So definitely someone who I liked to see him, with the Rays, just because he's a little bit of an older pitcher, and he can help out those young guys like Snell, Yarborough.
He's crafty.
Yeah, definitely. He doesn't have the fastest stuff, but he can definitely, work around batters.
He's very, very crafty, and it works well with the Rays because if you watch how they played last year, they won games through the small ball. They're doing the little things correct and perfect. And they made the playoffs last year, right? If I'm not mistaken. They were a wild cards team.
Oh, I can't remember.
Once again, I'll add it in editing. But
they should have been. If they aren't.
They were smart and they were crafty, and Charlie Morton plays perfectly into that.
Yep.
So I had him just a slight bit higher, but nothing crazy. My number 12, and I hate to do it, is Chris Sale.
Okay.
And the reason I had to do it was because of the win percentage. Team impact was not there. And talking about a guy like Chris Sale, you'd really expect that to be there. A 2.4 WAR throughout the year, a 353 win percentage.
Hey, but listen here. So those numbers sound terrible.
Yes.
This guy was playing with a broken arm.
Yes.
He was broken. So, I mean, that's to be expected. I look back in 2018. I don't have him that much higher than where you have him. But I saw that and I was like, completely different person.
Yeah, but if you look at
2019.
If you look at his last 2 years with the Red Sox before this, he had a 681 percentage and a 751 percentage. Like, it's just a dramatic.
Yeah.
decrease.
Which hopefully Tommy John can help him stay healthier in the long run.
Yeah. And he played more games in 2019 than he did 2018. And he still had a terrible.
Wow.
But the reason I still had to put respect on the name, 13.3 strikeouts per 9 innings.
Yeah.
You'll go in and, like, last summer, I'd be working, and I traveled a lot during my work. So my boss, who I was driving with, would always have a Sox game off. It was on. And whenever
Mhm.
Chris Sale was playing, you would hear strikeout, strike three, at least 7, 8 times per game when he only
Yeah.
plays 6 innings.
Which is funny because if you look at the rest of the MLB, right, we're used to like people like, oh man, what is this? 8 strikeouts. Chris Sale's like 8 strikeouts. We're yawning, and we're like, okay,
Yes.
do better.
Didn't he have one
But,
game
like,
where he pitched like 16, 17? if I'm
16 or
not
18?
mistaken?
I think it was probably 8.
It
Something
was nuts.
large.
It was nuts.
So
All
we're
right.
used to that from the Red Sox
Yes.
standpoint.
Which is
My
good.
number 11 is Chris Sale. So
Okay.
yeah.
Still very close.
And we already just talked about him. So
Yeah. All right. We talked about it for long enough. My number 11. We got to show Chris Sale some love.
yeah.
My number 11 is Jack Flaherty. And I don't know if you have him on your list. Yeah, you don't have him on your list, do you? No?
Oh boy. All right. Well,
You have him higher?
vastly different.
You have him much...
Say his stats because I didn't. Say his stats.
Wait, you have him much higher?
Just say his stats. Say his stats, bro.
Okay. A 5.8 WAR, 579 win percentage, which is decent. 2.75 ERA, very good. 968 WHIP, very good. 10.6 strikeouts per 9 innings, which is slightly above average.
Mm-hmm.
And it just all played together well.
Yeah, he's a
And
good young pitcher.
if I compare him to my number 10 guy, looking back on it, I probably should have switched my other guy. My 10 guy's better throwing strikeouts and has a higher win percentage, but probably should have switched my 11 and 10. But
yeah. So top 10.
top 10 already.
Here we go. So this guy is really young, and I really like to watch him pitch. He's really crafty and fits really well with the team. The Reds, Luis Castillo. 15 and 8.
Just missed my list. He was my 17.
Wow.
I got to put respect on. No, I got to put respect.
Yeah. So the main thing for me was win loss. 15 and 8. Right. So he's a young guy. So those are big numbers. You're definitely pitching a lot of games.
Yep.
And winning, obviously. A 3.40 ERA, 1.14 WHIP, 4.2 WAR.
Can I tell you the one reason I didn't have him on my list though?
Why?
The stat of strikeouts over walks. So it's how many strikeouts you throw per walk you throw.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And he had a 2.86, which means he's throwing less than 3 strikeouts per walks, which is very low. And I think if I'm not mistaken, everyone else that I had, let me just keep looking. He was only one other guy had less than 3, so that's the reason he missed it. But
yeah, and yet again, he's a young guy. He's gonna just get better with age.
That's definitely gonna get better.
But
all right.
Definitely.
Number 10 for me. We already talked about him. He was a tiny bit low on your list, in my opinion, but nothing crazy. We're going Charlie Morton.
Yeah.
So
I would have swapped him at 10.
You would have swapped 12 and
10 and 12
and 10?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we already talked about him, very crafty, fits well with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yep.
So number 9.
Number 9. Clayton Kershaw. And his thing for me, he's a weird pitcher, and I'll get back to that after I say his stats. 16 and 5 win-loss, 3.03 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, 3.1 WAR. This guy is a little bit strange. So, and I feel bad for the Dodgers because he's a great pitcher. He pitches phenomenally in the regular season. He's a complete workhorse. He's like what you want in a starting pitcher. The thing for me, his WAR is kind of low.
Especially on that good of a team.
Especially. And on top of that, his postseason is, I don't have the stats, but his postseason, look it up. It's not pretty at all. And it's sad because you have someone pitch that well throughout the season, and you're like, all right, let's expect him. Like, we can count on him. You really can't. So.
Yeah. Hold on, let me go over.
Yeah.
The one thing, though, that we'll give him love for is, A, he was Brendan Salucci's favorite pitcher.
Yeah, true.
And
Shout out, Brendan.
2, yeah. We want to do another interview with him again sometime. He was really laid back. He's a really cool
Yeah.
dude. So, yeah. Last year, in the NLDS, his ERA was 7.11.
Yeah.
The
not
year
good.
before
That was
against the
Brewers,
Red Sox, what?
Was that against the Brewers?
That was
Or
against the Nationals.
Nationals. Right.
He had a 7.11 ERA. The year before the World Series, right? 7.36 WAR in 2 games.
Yeah, not good.
Pitched 11 innings, gave up 14 hits and 9 earned runs. 3 homers given up in 2 games.
Yeah.
It's you'd expect better from that pitcher, but in hindsight too, he is 31. So he's at the back end of his prime.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's had a couple of injuries too, so it's not I feel bad. For me, number 9, we're going over to Cleveland. And do I have another Indians pitcher on here? I did not. Nah, it's not Shane Bieber. Don't worry.
Is it Clevenger?
Yes, it is Mike Clevenger. So he was towards the bottom of my list for what I found.
Gotcha.
He was not a top pitcher in MLB that shows ratings and was like 22 in the other website I looked at. But with a 4.1 WAR, a 765 win percentage, a 271 ERA, a 1.05 whip, and a 12.1 strikeouts per 9 innings. Like, I looked at that dude and I'm like, damn.
Yeah. He's good.
Worthy.
He really compliments Bieber.
Yes.
A lot. Mike, one complaint: shave the hair. Bro, some people can pull it off, some people can't. I'm sorry. You're not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
My number 8. We're on 8, right? 8.
Yes.
All right, here we go. The Red Sox, Eduardo Rodriguez. Listen here. So,
Ari, you better have a good explanation because we are bordering Kevin Pillar territory right now.
Yeah, okay, listen. Here's my one. So, 19-6, almost won 20 games. I remember listening to that last game of the season last year, and I was like, I really hope that he can just get this, and they didn't. But 3.81 ERA. That's a little bit high for me.
Yes.
1.33 WHIP.
That would be the highest on my list. Out of all 26 guys I looked at, he was not one of them, and that would be the highest on my list by far.
Yeah, little high. But obviously, the WAR is amazing. You know,
what is it?
9 point. Sorry, not 9. Jeez, 5.9. 5.9, which definitely like. But if you think about it, his role that he played with the Red Sox last year, with Sale not pitching as well, he really became the ace. And it was really, really, really awesome to see that, and I really hope he continues that next year.
Yeah, me too. Like nothing but love for him.
Yeah, definitely.
But I personally don't think he's a top 20.
Really?
Top 20 pitcher.
But
and
okay, so last year was a little bit
really hope he proves me wrong. I really, really do.
I mean, to be fair, this is one a little bit biased, and 2, last year was kind of a blip year, right? Like he's never put up these numbers before, right?
Yep.
It's always been kind of a 3 or 4 starter, you know?
Yeah.
So.
All right. So, my number 8.
Okay.
All right, we're going to flash back to episode 2. Okay?
I don't remember what episode 2 was.
All the way back to episode 2. We were talking about the Toronto Blue Jays and how they signed a dude from the Dodgers.
Justin, what's his name?
Dude, what's his name? Roll the clip back.
Oh man, I loved that.
That was a meme. But Hyun-Jin Ryu, he made your list, right?
He didn't. All right, say his stats so I can feel bad.
5.04, 7.37 win percentage, a 2.32 ERA, which was, if I'm not mistaken, the lowest.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The lowest in my list. There probably was somebody who lower than that, but that's the lowest on my list. A 1.007 whip. Not a strikeout guy with only 8 strikeouts per 9 innings, but very, very few walks because he gets almost 7 strikeouts per walk.
What was his win-loss?
It's a good question.
Just
It's got
curious.
something good considering he almost won.
Yeah, because if you have a winning percentage around 7+.
Yeah. Hanjin Ryu. All right, now it's gone from Hanjin, what's his name, to how do I spell his name? There's a Y somewhere in there. I know that
Just
much.
write RYU in baseball reference.
14-5.
Okay, not bad at all.
So yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously he did have a good team behind him.
Yeah.
And I am not mistaken, he led the league in ERA last season.
Yeah,
So.
that's pretty dang low.
What do you got next?
Number 7, Shane Bieber. 15-8 win-loss. 3.28 ERA, 1.5 WHIP, 4.54. I didn't hear what you said, but
we started off so well. That's what I said. It's exactly like the catcher's episode.
Hey, but you know what? It's getting worse a little bit higher up in the list. Okay.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't like outfielders. Yeah, this guy, like I said, is obviously a very good pitcher. Really complements Clevenger, and he's really kind of taken the place that Kluber left.
Yes.
As the ace. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for my number 7, for my number 7, we're going with a World Series champion. Recent World Series champion.
Okay. All right.
I want you to guess who I have lower between Max Scherzer and Steven Strasburg, because yes, they both made my list.
Yeah, I was going to say if they didn't, then I would guess that Strasburg is lower.
Strasburg is lower. He's lower on your list, right?
He's actually my number 6. So very, very pretty close. Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
Steven Strasburg, we'll just do it for both of us then.
Yeah, go ahead.
6.4 WAR.
Yeah.
750 win percentage. And I think I can't remember his numbers. A 3.32 ERA, a little high but nothing crazy. 1.03 WHIP and a 10.8 strikeouts per 9 innings.
Yeah.
So,
not to mention an 18-6 win-loss.
Mm-hmm.
So very, very good.
That's what it was. And coming from a dude, this is the number 2 guy on the team. That's how they won the World Series, because this is their number 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and that, in my opinion, is nuts.
Their pitching staff is insane with Corbin as young
I was supposed to say,
is.
shout out to Patrick Corbin, who made number 18 on my list. He beats Cup by that much. So I have
Definitely.
3 Nationals in the top 15.
Crazy. So obviously,
Strasburg's your 6.
Man.
We're gonna go
number
to
5.
I have a number 6. I have a number 6. Can I say?
Excuse me. I have one. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we already talked about him, so I'll make it short and sweet. Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I had him just a little bit higher than their stats were so close. Obviously, Strasburg has a better WAR. Kershaw has a better percentage and a better ERA. Strasburg has a very slightly lower WHIP.
Yep.
Strasburg has a better strikeout percentage, or strikeouts per 9. So it was very, very close, and I had to choose which one I kind of not necessarily liked more, but if I kind of asked myself, if I were to watch a Dodgers game and a Nationals game, they're both on at the same time, which am I watching?
Yeah.
And I said I'd rather watch Kershaw. So those could be completely interchanged. That's just personal preference.
Yeah. Okay.
So, top 5. Let's do it.
Top 5. Here we go. Number 5 is Jack Flaherty. Really young guy. The guy throws gas, by the way. He is an insane power arm. 11-8 win-loss, 2.75 ERA, 0.97 WHIP, and top it off, 5.8 WAR.
Mm-hmm.
This guy has definitely taken the place that, I mean, not that Carlos Martinez is, I mean, obviously he's getting worse with age, but
Yeah.
Carlos Martinez at the, like, what, in 20, well, no, I'm sorry, it was Wainwright. So in 13, Wainwright was the ace, right?
Yep.
Flaherty is taking that and taking it by the reins and just is running with it. And what is really cool is to see Martinez working with him and some of the other guys. Really, really cool to see.
Yes. All right. My top 5. This was the only time we could look and not put an asterisk next to somebody. You can't put an asterisk next to starting pitchers.
Yeah, no.
Which I had to take it to a fact. I'm like, it's the Astros, but
yeah,
we're going Zach Greinke.
Wow. Okay.
Yes,
Right.
I have Verlander above him.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have Greinke at all on my list. So, yeah, but hey, shout out to him being a Gold Glove because that Game 7 he was insane. His fielding percentage. Oh boy, I think Bobby just I think he got stuck.
I need a minute. I need a minute.
Okay.
So hold on. Let's just recap for the viewers, okay?
Yeah.
Let's just recap this, okay?
Yeah.
We have Zach Greinke, and we have, who was it? Eduardo Rodriguez that you put.
Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me that Rodriguez is better than Greinke.
We'll say his stats. What were Greinke's stats?
All right. Let me look. Greinke, a 6.0 WAR, 783 win percentage, 2.93 ERA, 0.98 WHIP. Not a very much a strikeout guy, but very, very little walks.
Yeah. So, and what was Greinke's win-loss? Do you know?
I'll have to look it up. I just did win percentage because
Okay.
I wanted to save on columns.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And it just made life easier for me.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Understandable.
Baseball Reference is sometimes very finicky with what you put in.
Yeah.
18-5. And let me tell you, the hair in this picture that they got on Baseball Reference.
Jeez, is it
man.
Is it the lettuce?
Yes, it's the lettuce. That's not it.
Jeez.
That's not it.
He shaved it, and I was like, it's a new man. Okay, cool. Yeah. All
right. And number 4.
Number 4, Justin Verlander. This guy only gets better with age. He's just like wine. You get better with age.
Yes. Yeah.
21-6 win-loss percentage. Or win-loss record. 2.59 ERA, 0.8 WHIP, and 7.3 WAR. Top it off. This guy, definitely Cy Young caliber.
Yes. And has been for years.
Oh, definitely.
Especially with this time in Detroit. He just went to Houston and got better.
It's like, I'm sorry. I'm actually going to show you guys that I am not old and decrepit and I can just keep throwing.
Yes. It was nuts. All right. For number 4 for me, and I'm assuming he's your number 3. Tell me if I'm wrong. Max Scherzer.
Yep.
He's your number 3?
Yeah, he's my number 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Max Scherzer, let's go straight through his stats together.
Yeah.
A 5.7 WAR, a 6.11 win percentage. Do you have his win-loss record?
11-7.
11-7.
Yeah.
2.92 ERA, a 1.02 WHIP, and 12.7 strikeouts per 9 innings. Not to mention 7.36 strikeouts per walk, which led the league.
Yeah.
Plus,
he's got different colored eyes. That's his secret power.
That's a secret. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, number 3. We already know yours, and I'm going to guess my number 3 is your number 2, and we're going to the Yankees.
Yeah.
Ari? I'm not going to say it. I'm hoping we recorded this before we start. Okay, so number 3, we have Garrett Cole. Right?
My number 2 is Garrett Cole. Yeah.
Yeah, your number 2 is Garrett Cole. My number 3 is Garrett Cole.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Go on and explain his stats.
Now, listen, he's a Yankee, so we got to give him crap.
But he's good.
But he's
That's
good,
what sucks.
I know, that's the
and
annoying
it
thing.
sucks that him, Verlander, and Greinke were all on the same team.
I
and
know.
They didn't win. They didn't win a ring last year.
I don't understand why they didn't bring Cole in, in the World Series. That still does not make any sense to me. 20-5 win loss, 2.50 ERA, which is nuts, by the way. Like, yeah, the only person who had 21 wins was, who was it? Justin Verlander. Okay,
Yes.
so, 2.50 ERA, 0.9 WHIP, 6.5 WAR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
13.8 strikeouts per 9 innings. 13.8. Okay. And my number 2, all right, is your number 1. And
Explain.
And okay, before I say anything, all right, I called this perfectly before we started, and I hope I have a recording of it. I'm gonna look because we recorded like 7 minutes.
Yeah, because we couldn't stop
just us
laughing and
just us messing around, and I said my number 1 is not gonna be your number 1. I said my number 1 is probably gonna be your number 4, and take the other 3 and put them up. Did I not? I called that perfectly, and I'm happy about that. Give me credit.
no,
credit.
you did.
But if we look at the difference between DeGrom and Verlander, 8.2 WAR for DeGrom versus a 7.3 to Verlander. Give the edge to DeGrom. 778 versus 579. Give the edge to Verlander. 2.43 ERA to 2.58. That's 2-1 DeGrom. 971 WHIP versus an 803 WHIP. Advantage Verlander. 12.1 strikeouts per 9 innings to 11.3 strikeouts. Give the advantage to Verlander. Verlander, altogether with stats, was better than DeGrom last year. DeGrom did have a better team impact, but
That's
not necessarily a better win percentage. And that's what killed.
his, like we said, low win loss. Did we say DeGrom's stats? Did you just say that? Okay.
Yes.
So, did you say his win loss record?
I did not.
11-8.
11-8.
So,
which
I was comparing. I'm sorry.
I mean, in all fairness to him, he's playing for the Mets. Pete Alonso is nowhere near prime form yet.
Yeah.
So once he gets there, they're gonna be trouble.
Well, here's the thing though. Like, if you're the Mets, you have Noah Syndergaard on top of that. Like, you have those 2 guys who didn't make my list either.
Noah Syndergaard sucked last year.
Yeah, but hey, his hair and beard was. Yeah, no, when his WAR made a really big difference, and I was like, hey, 8.2 WAR, highest on my list, he's got to be number 1. Yeah, literally. I was like, if you can't make an impact, then,
Yeah.
But also, I mean, if you look back on Verlander's career, where Verlander's career was, this, like, if you looked at DeGrom and Verlander at the same age, Verlander.
How old is DeGrom?
DeGrom is 31.
31.
Yep.
Oh, in that sort of time, from age 30 to 32 for Verlander, his team sucked. All right, so he had a 5.56 win percentage, a 4.54 ERA. Hold on. Let me do this. And if my computer would not want to hate me for 2 seconds. Oh my God, my computer's been dumb, so it won't let me see anything else. A 1.4 whip. So yeah, let's just say Verlander did not have a good year.
But I mean, DeGrom, if he keeps up this and beyond, like what Verlander has done, I think he's still my top pitcher.
Yeah, and it scares me to think that Verlander. I have a 36 going on 37-year-old as my number 1 guy.
Yeah, no, I've thought like
age 37. He's now 37.
I've thought, is he on the roids? Probably not.
Have you seen him? Right?
No, he's like a stick.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's 225 pounds, so he's not. But he's 6'5", so he's huge, which is kind of scary. If I saw that on the mound, yeah. I'm just gonna take my sorry ass to back
I'm just gonna take this bat and I'm gonna bring it back to the batting, and I'm gonna go back to the clubhouse.
Mhm.
Um,
Not even
so,
back to the
yeah.
dugout. Keep walking down the steps.
Yeah, keep going.
All right, but that is it. Comment down below. Who do you think is better based on not career, but just last year going into this year? Verlander or DeGrom? Let us know in the comments. Ari, do you have any last things you want to say?
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have anything else. I'll try better next time.
Yes, you should.
It's
That's
gotta
your
be
one thing.
It's gotta be a big deal, because this is gonna be our last comparison video, which, by the way, was a great idea. I don't remember who did it, but
You. This was all you.
it was me again. Yeah, I was like, hey, we should do it. And that's great. So we're gonna do release.
It's kept us surviving for
I know. I don't know
7 weeks.
what we're doing.
And
do
it was perfect
Slash
timing.
closers. We're gonna see.
Mhm.
It'll
We're
be
gonna-
interesting to see who we have.
And
for
then
that.
after that, we have a bunch of ideas going on for what we want to see next.
Yeah.
We're going to definitely get some more interviews in. So we're going to go and we're going to talk to some MLB prospects, see how they're doing over the off season, we'll call it.
Whatever
But
it is. Yeah.
We're going to check in with them, see their history through playing up through college and all that, getting our foot in the door, getting you guys some great content, some exclusive interviews. And then we're just going to have some where we're just laid back. We're just relaxing. We're just talking about whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're
Definitely.
like we said last time, we're probably going to have some friends on. That's what we should do. And we should probably get Stefan on for next episode.
I mean,
after.
Stefan doesn't know. I mean, who knows? It would be interesting to see from his perspective, because he doesn't know a ton about baseball. It could be interesting to see what his perspective is and what he loves about the game.
Mm-hmm. And I got one of my friends who's a die-hard Red Sox fan, and he could come in and talk Red Sox all day.
Yeah.
So
sounds like a plan.
Well, we have some ideas left, but like I said before, we need help. And if you guys, send content, please.
Please send content.
We
and
need help. We need
and
help.
toilet paper. Send us toilet paper.
I'm fine on toilet paper. I'm
You're
good.
fine? Okay.
I don't
I
need
think I'm
someone's
fine
use
too,
toilet
but
paper.
it doesn't hurt.
All right. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate every single one of you, especially if you make it this far. God bless you. So that being said, we'll see you guys next time.
Peace, guys.
And I can see the light.